and congrats to Larry over in New Mexico. They had 85 this year, and that's been a great year for them. I think they had more qualifiers than ever and set the new high for state attendance. So it's good to see your neighbors do good. So it's not just Oklahoma ASA that's growing. I know Kansas's numbers have been up, and Arkansas's numbers have been up, and Texas is closing in on 400 people at a state championship. So we're getting it. ASA is not just in the Southeast. We're getting Western and Northern and all that kind of stuff.
No, I think it's contagious. I think as the states around you, grow and you see more activity there, it causes the rest of the states to look at their program and and get a few more qualifiers and get more clubs involved, and it's good. Archery is looking real good in this part of the country, and it shows it. We got a lot of great shooters in the state of Oklahoma, and
we do.
That's what competition will do for you. It'll generate those great shooters. So
I think every pro-am we've had somebody on the podium.
Yeah,
I think between Ryan and Easton, Greg, and everybody else that's been and I still claim Lawson. I don't care if he's in school in Missouri. That boy's he's an Okie. I think between those and a couple, and Matt Hudson with the barebow, he's always sneaky in there. Kind of pretty consistent up there. I think you've had an Oklahoman on a podium, just about all 5 of them that they've had so far. So.
Well, let's not stop short of the championship.
Yeah.
We're going to hold it to you two right there. It's your job.
I got to go, man. Rick's got me seeing them like basically last year, and I pulled that bow back that first target and hit that 12. I said, I could see that one and hit it. And I hit the next one too, and the other one was a 8 out to the left just a little bit. But I hadn't been playing with my back bar yet. I just loaded it up. I didn't know that you had to do the pivot thing once you've added weight and length to it. So we got that sorted in so good. Shooting indoor with Dave on, I guess it was yesterday, shooting Sunday. That before, when I first switched to a button, I thought that they were hitting pretty much the same spot, shooting at HBC small and a Omega B3 mini. And I added a little bit of weight to my bow, and I hadn't shot the hinge, and I went back to it, and it was just right at 20 yards, probably, just about like that. Everybody says that's normal. My hinge hits to the right, this and that. I think my alignment was out, because when I put that extra weight on the back of the bow and I swung that back bar in, it somehow feels like I'm better aligned. And I shot yesterday, and I couldn't really tell a point of impact difference between the button and the hinge. So I was asking Chris Sanders about it. I was like, could I have fixed a little bit of a torque issue? Could it have changed the way in my grip that it's coming out? He goes, yeah, it's possible, but whatever I did when I started swinging that back bar in and out, because I think I went the wrong way with it first, and my bubble was kind of floating over here, and then I had it like this. So I went back the other way till it would kind of sit like this and push just real straight. I think it took the left and right out of my hinge and button, or maybe I just wasn't shooting good enough to tell. But that's, one of those things. You're trying to put a bow together that's as forgiving as possible, because as the round goes on, 30 targets is what most of these states shoot, and we've been shooting 20 all year. So you got to factor in the back muscles are getting tired, the sun's getting hot on you, you're running out of steam, you haven't eaten, haven't had enough water, whatever the case may be. Now's the time of year where you're doing those little final things to the bow, just changing little things this way and that to try to get as much as you can out of it. And people like me, it was changing a peep sight and adding, I think, 2 ounces to the back. Rick's gone back to an old bow from 6-7 years ago. So, there's levels of how far you're willing to go late in the season to say, okay, I feel confident in this piece of machinery.
Yeah.